Department. With the retirement of Chief Snell and Captain Ireland, our police department has reorganized. Jeff Rowley was appointed to the position of Olean Police Chief. We have 2 new captains, 2 new sergeants, which includes a new juvenile officer, a new resource officer assigned to the Olean City School District, and we have hired 2 new patrolmen. During the 2014, the police department made 696 arrests, 145 or 21% of which were felonies. There were 1,503 cases, of which 328 or 22% were felonies. The police department issued 2,185 citations. There were 63 juvenile arrests. There were 69 traffic accidents in the city of Olean with no fatalities. In addition, the police department made 28 DWI arrests, performed 419 school walks, made 12 search warrants, and executed 100 arrest warrants. Community development. This is where things get interesting. Olean's future looks bright and the renaissance continues. In this section of town, where property has long been written off as useless, Phase 1, the comprehensive redevelopment plan has begun. 60 brownfield acres, including a portion of the former ExxonMobil property, will be developed to include a hotel and retail complex. Crow Corporation, on behalf of Olean Gateway LLC, purchased these parcels in December 2013. The City of Olean is excited to be working with Crow officials on this important, long-awaited redevelopment of the vacant, abandoned properties located within the city's brownfield opportunity area. North Union Street project has started. Crews worked about 6 weeks in the fall on the railroad tracks. They also installed the first median between Sullivan and the mall. There were some delays in traffic, but that gave us a dry run. Allowed us to see where problems might exist when the project begins in the spring. And just as a reminder, in 2013, under Mayor Witt's administration, Olean received and the Common Council voted to accept a federal Tiger grant to fund the North Union Street Walkable Olean Restoration Project. The grant allowed us the opportunity to rebuild our deteriorating infrastructure, our water lines, our sewer lines, our street lights. It's an opportunity for us to rebuild our railroad crossing, and it is an opportunity for us to improve the traffic flow and bring new ambience to our city business district. In the meantime, during the construction, we hope to establish a new bus route that may help get customers in and out the work zone and around the city. We hope to have it in operation by late spring. Green Infrastructure Grant Program, CFA awards. A few weeks ago, New York State Regional Economic Development Council awarded Olean $854,000 Green Innovation Grant that will be added to our North Union Street project. The grant will enable the installation of additional trees and gardens and will allow them to grow by retaining, storing, reusing rainwater through innovative techniques and landscaping projects. Local Water Fund Revitalization Program. At the same time, the City of Olean has received a $38,000 matching grant under the Department of State's Local Waterfront Revitalization Program. The Government Office of the City of Olean, Portville, Allegheny, Salamanca, Seneca Nation of Indians, along with community-based organizations and interested residents, will collaborate to develop a plan and vision to develop opportunities for recreation activities along the Allegheny River. In addition, the City of Olean was awarded $535,516 grant to assist in the construction of a bicycle pedestrian crossing over Olean Creek. This project will improve access between the east side of Olean and the downtown. This project will utilize the southern inactive railroad track and retrofit the portion of the existing railroad bridge and repurpose it as a bicycle pedestrian crossing. The The total project is estimated at $669,395. 80% of the project is funded via the Federal Department of Transportation. And now, others that are taking a new look at our downtown and making commitment to the future. Jamestown Community College is planning an expansion. New technological building is on the horizon for the Old Knights of Columbus Lodge. This project will come before the Planning Board in January 2015. Greater Olean Area Chamber of Commerce will relocate and establish an incubator at the former OBI building. Beth Powers and others in the community are working to fund a rescue of Olean's North Union Street Hub, the manufactured Hanover building. Jeff Bell of Solar Epoxy has purchased the properties from 110 to 116 West State Street to redevelop them. The old Palmquist Jewelry Store has been greatly renovated and houses a new retail store. A number of buildings along North Union Street have been purchased, and there is renewed interest in other buildings along the street. On the manufacturing front, Olean's restaurant was purchased by Siemens in the fall. Siemens is a 165-year-old multinational company. All indications are that Restaurant will be staying in Olean. We may even see a growth in the company. The former Dale Tile property has been purchased by Zolag and Devon Development. They will be actively marketing the property. When I campaigned, I made a promise regarding our neighborhoods and housing. I formed a housing committee which has worked over the past year on the issues that affect neighborhoods throughout the city. Because of the work that this committee has done, we will be introducing legislation for review and hopefully adoption by the Common Council. This legislation will be Housing and Neighborhood Preservation Law. I will work closely with the Common Council to update and strengthen our existing codes dealing with housing issues. As part of this change, there will be establishment of a blight abatement task force. This task force will consist of our department heads, city attorney, and council president, working together to enhance neighborhood vitality. This task force will also suggest new legislation to the Common Council to foster stabilization of and reverse decline in the various residential neighborhoods in the city. The Cattaraugus County Legislature has recognized the blight of many communities throughout the county and is willing to talk about ways the county can help Olean eliminate blight. In closing, I'm looking forward to the next year. One of my ambitions for Olean's 2012 year, my second year, is to make sure the transformation of downtown Olean is carried on with a minimum of disruption, maximum optimism, patience, and goodwill. To that end, I ask for the hearty cooperation of everyone, residents, merchants, city departments, construction workers, to ensure that we come throughout our inevitable trials and tribulations with a cheerful and good-natured spirit that has always been the hallmark of the fine people in this centuries-old town on the river. Please have a wonderful 2015, and may God bless us all.